Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night. Today, let's talk about Clout-Chasers and pranks. Let's start by defining them, shall we? What is a Clout-Chaser? A Clout-Chaser is a critical term for a person who is thought to be intent on attaining fame, especially one who tries to do so in ways considered desperate, such as leveraging their proximity to famous people or doing things considered foolish, degrading, or dangerous. What's a prank? A prank is a practical joke or mischievous act. Let's give it an example. A few weeks back, let's say early to mid-April, there is this YouTube prankster by the name, in the US, Tanner Cook, who decided to carry out a prank on on a guy who was doing shopping, an older male, whose name I think was Mr. Alan W. Coley. Now, the videos that I have seen online, the Mr. Coley, that is, had just finished his shopping, had put his items on his trolley, and he was making his way to get clearance and do it all. The kid, Mr. Cook Tanner, decided to play a prank on him by taking his trolley and forcing the guy to start a fight. Basically, he picked up a fight. What the young man did not know was the old man was packing heat, what the kids this day calls guns, which is not a rare occurrence in the United States of America, because America. Everybody's packing heat in America. Guess what happens? During the scuffle, Mr. Cooley decided to take matters to his own hands and shot him in the stomach liver area. We are glad that Mr. Tanner isn't dead, because last I checked on the news, he survived the gunshot wounds. He's recuperating, and last I heard was him and his father are seeking to take Mr. Coley to court and charge him for those wounds. Now, which begs the question about pranks and clout chasing. We live in a society whereby these young men and women want to do crazy-ish on the internet for the sake of trending, to look cool, so that they can be maybe the next Logan Paul or KSI. But at what cost and to what extent? Because sometimes we forget that not everybody has the same shock absorbers, as we call it here in Africa, Kenya. Not everybody has a good shock when it comes to matters of, like, you are being shocked in public, right? And you can really go back to your faculties, your senses. What if people are sick? What if people have underlying heart issues or heart problems? Or what if people who have undergone trauma, and you do that in public and they die? What happens then? Do we have to wait for people to die so that we can start taking matters into our own hands and tell these YouTube pranksters or these social media quote-unquote pranksters should be taken to court, and one should be used as an example for all of them, that if you do this, there are consequences of these acts? And I think that's what should happen. What if somebody actually dies? Have we ever thought of that? Or do we just go around doing these silly pranks? Like there's that famous one. And listen, I'm not shitting on anybody's work here, or how you get your money, or how, as the kids these days say, how you chase the bag. Like the guy who does, I think I don't know if it's the same guy. There's the guy who does the snow, and there's the guy who does the hedge thing, where he wears a whole it's called a ghillie suit. A ghillie suit. Sorry, grammar police. Kweni wapole. And stands in the middle of a road, not only the middle, aside the road, and passers are passing by and starts pranking people? What if one of those individuals have underlying heart issues? Have we thought about that? Or do we just go around pranking people and scaring the shit out of them? What if somebody actually dies? Mr. Cook here almost, quote unquote, died. So when are we going to start taking these people seriously? The young people should look for ways of how to make legitimate money and not think of looking for quick ways of making cash online. Yes, there are many ways on how to do it, but pranking people and scaring the shit out of them. And then there's the loss of trauma. Maybe some of these individuals also have the trauma of their own. Did you think of that before you did that prank? Something to ponder on today. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.